They will be their own board of directors, their own working force, their own sales staff.
I hated white people because they had everything and I had very little. And they were my reason for searching for things and reaching for things.
Donnie Williams grew up fatherless in the deep South of the 1950s. His mother, Lissy Williams, struggled to support the family. As the Jim Crow laws of segregation fought against Donnie's hope for a better life, Hollywood, through television, fed those dreams.
And I knew when I was a little boy that I wanted to have something in life. I wanted to possess. I wanted the biggest car, the nicest home. I didn't see any black people on television with a big house. They were all the maids like my mama. They were all the church people.
His mother, Lissy, prayed for her children and made sure they all went to church. At a young age, Donnie accepted Christ as his Savior.
And after that prayer, I believe in my heart that I had a personal, direct relationship with God.
Donnie's family eventually moved to California and settled in a tough neighborhood in Los Angeles. In some respects, it was a move up. He was within striking distance of Hollywood and his dreams. But in other ways, it was a letdown. Now Donnie was the new kid and had to figure out a way to be accepted. He discovered karate as his way to fit in.
Martial arts really helped me. I was a scared kid, skinny, didn't want to fight anyone without a bat or a chain or rock in my hand.
As the years went by, Donnie's focus on martial arts intensified. Soon he was competing, and with the help of a new mentor, Steve Mohammed, he was winning. The two formed the Black Karate Federation, BKF for short, to give sponsorship and backing for black competitors.
All of a sudden, Donnie Williams was something to deal with. I said, well, I better let them know I'm in town. So I got big floppy hats and capes. And man, I had a chest with a six-pack, and I would take my shirt off for the women to see.
Donnie was soon dubbed the Clown Prince of Karate. He caught Hollywood's attention. Donnie was on the road to fulfilling his childhood dreams.
Enter the Dragon was my very first film in 1972. And man, I was in this movie 3.2 seconds. But after Enter the Dragon, I was a star.
Donnie acted in films with Jackie Chan, Jim Kelly, David Carradine, Chuck Norris, and Isaac Hayes. He even advised Clint Eastwood for a fight sequence in the movie The Gauntlet.
My life all of a sudden was surrounded with people that was helping me. All of them was non-blacks.
As he became more successful, the chip on Donnie's shoulder toward white people got smaller. But unfortunately, so did his relationship with God. What was your relationship with God?
I didn't really have a relationship with God. I knew about God. I knew that He would answer prayer. I knew that He would help you if you're in trouble. I knew that He was calling me, but I wouldn't answer the phone, because Mama always said that I would be a minister. When I was smoking cigarettes and whoring around, my mother said that God had a calling on my life.
Donnie married and had children. He began putting less emphasis on competition and more on teaching karate and supporting his family. It was a far cry from his six-pack days when he was assistant tournament director at the prestigious International Karate Championships. His old hatred resurfaced when a competitor named Jaffe didn't like a call Donnie made on one of his students during a match.
He called me a liar. He called me a cheat. And my objective was to hurt him. Period. But I wanted to do it the right way.
To do it the right way meant Donnie would have to meet Jaffe in competition. He won all of his qualifying matches, but the toll on his body made Donnie realize that he needed to call upon God for help to beat Jaffe.
The area that I spoke in was this: I'm not interested in being the champion, but if you help me whoop this guy, I promise you I'll serve you. I won the match. Forgot all about God. God didn't matter. Nobody else mattered. I was a champion. I was traveling around the world. I was in movies. I was Mr. Big Stuff again. Had everything going for me.
In an interview with a newspaper reporter, Donnie mentioned his prayer and his promise to serve God if he won.
So he asked me, well, what did you do about that promise? It was like sticking a knife in my stomach. And I said, well, I haven't done anything. And that's where it began. From that day, I started serving the Lord. From the day I met with that man.
Donnie says that he's been delivered from many things since that day.
My hate for white people, I had to get delivered from that. My ego and pride, and I had to get delivered from that. When you hate someone, I believe it's because of your own shortcomings. And my hate was a smokescreen to hide who I really was and what I was really going through within myself. Today, I am totally sold out to God. My life is God's life, literally.
Donnie serves as the pastor of the Family Church International in Pasadena, California. It's a fitting tribute to the prayers and faith of his mother, Lissy.
My mother spoke over me what she felt God had ordained in her to say. And I'm a living witness that is existing today.
Donnie says that his fighting days aren't over completely. He just wages warfare in a different arena now.
A spiritual warrior, a prayer warrior, a praise warrior is a person that is willing to go to battle for what he or she believed in. But God placed in me. I'm a warrior. I'm a warrior for Jesus.